Wife Mother Liar is book uh, that was inspired really by the idea of two women and one of them losing a child at 18. And something has happened. This child is there's a reason this child has been killed. It wasn't natural, it wasn't a natural death. And it's very suspicious. And I love the idea of I love putting characters together. So I've always been very lucky because I've always worked with a publisher. I've not actually written a book without an editor. So I'm very lucky. I realise that. Apart from my very first book, which was a rom-com. But with thrillers, I've always had an editor. And so I always have to write synopsis for my editor. It's just what we do, isn't it, really? We just so that they know what to expect. And that synopsis changes dramatically for me. I mean, I never stick with it. But it's nice to have a synopsis like a sat nav. So I came across this idea of, two women, the child's lost, and we don't know initially which child is lost or whose child it is or why. And yes, so in a way, I think in answer to your question, I suppose that it's almost organic and I hadn't even realized it. But yeah, I think I put those two characters together to see what happened. I knew which child died and I knew myself why. But again, um, things, the very final scene, I just bolted onto the end. It was just came to me. The same with Wanting Daisy Dead, actually. The very last scene sometimes just comes to you, doesn't it? And thought it's a bit mad and but I love it. And it's the final twist, really. And I loved a twist and then another twist. And so the characters give me that often. They often provide that for me, really. Yeah. And I love that.